This is a very pleasant surprise as reports link the San Jose Sharks to a 6'4" winger out of Russia. We're going to talk about where he slides into this lineup and into this organization, break down his game, and much more coming up on this episode of Sharks Digest. But before we dive into all that, we got to say we're on the road for 2,000 subscribers here before draft day. So if you're a big Sharks fan, want to stay up to date on the latest news heading into a busy offseason, make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. But like I said, we got a big news today about the Sharks being linked to a signing, which a lot of us didn't really see coming, as per Russian hockey insider Artur Kyrulin, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, the Sharks have been linked to Igor Afanasayev. I think I'm saying that one right. They say he'll sign with the San Jose Sharks for the 25-26 season. This hasn't been confirmed. It isn't an official report at this point in time, but there has been Sharks reporters like Max Miller reporting on this, so it seems like it is going to be a done deal. And it is a great one at that, a very sneaky good signing at that. I mean, this guy has had time in the NHL with the Nashville Predators and then just had a short stint in the KHL for one season, and now it's looking like he's making his way back over to North America to play for the San Jose Sharks. And it's just great to see that his contract has mutually been terminating with the team he was with in the KHL, so it is looking like this deal is going to be done. And if we just take a look at Afanasayev here, he is a big, like I said, 6'4" winger coming out of Russia here, and he has developed a great game, I think, since this season, the KHL. Yes, his numbers were down, which we're going to get to in a bit, but from reports I've seen, he's a fast, big body winger that can drive to the net with ease, and he can score goals, he can play make. He's really found his game at the AHL level, but as now, we haven't really seen it at the NHL level, but we did see it in the KHL level last season. If we just take a look at his stats during his time in the NHL, he did only have 1 point, I believe, in just over 20 games in the NHL, but the bright side of this guy is in the AHL, he's been a point-per-game player, almost a point-per-game player, and this is going to be a big signing for the Barracuda here. I mean, this is what we're looking at. This is a depth signing for the San Jose Sharks. I think he does have upside at only 24 years old. There's still time for him to grow. We've seen him dominate at the AHL level in the past for the Milwaukee Admirals, so I think this is a great guy to have in the pool here, because if we say the Sharks go down a left wing injury, they need someone to call up, Afanasayev is going to be the guy who gets the nod here, in my opinion. I mean, we see his season in KHL, he did have 21 points in 53 games with 14 assists, 7 goals. Like I said, this is a guy who's a big physical winger, but he's also really fast, and he has bursts of speed that you wouldn't normally see out of a 6'4" winger. So I think this is going to be good, because we've seen him drop the shoulder, drive to the net, and be able to score goals. From the highlights I've seen from him in the KHL last year, this guy looks really good, and looks like he does have some upside here, and I think he is going to tear up in the AHL with the Barracuda, and I think if he continues to have success down there like we've seen from him in the past, he will get a call-up at some point throughout this season. And I think this is a guy who fills in the fourth line really well for the San Jose Sharks. If they're down a guy, they need someone to call up, I think Afanasayev is definitely the guy to be there. But as we take a look at the breakdown of the game from Dauber Prospects here, this is an updated breakdown since his move to the KHL. He says, a replacement level producer with soft hands and a large frame. He could play a team's bottom six, some depth scoring while leveraging his size against NHL competition. And I think this is a very, great breakdown on his game. Obviously saying he's a great replacement. He has good hands. He can use his size to his advantage, and that's what we're seeing now of this guy. We're not expecting him to come in and tear it up at the NHL level, but he is a guy who can produce in the bottom six, can, maybe get you a goal on a night where you need one, and I think this is what we're going to see out of Afanasayev. I think he will have a bigger role within the Barracuda organization, a guy who's going to be playing top 6 on that team, I definitely do think, and I think this is a way bigger signing for them, but it is a sneaky signing for the Sharks because he's only 24. Yes, it is middle of the pack, I think, in terms of age for developing, but I do think this guy can still get some development under his belt, and I think if called upon in the NHL, he will find some success up there. And if we just take a look at the Sharks lineup going into next year, they are in need of 2 wingers on the left side. So maybe if we see Afanasayev go out and have a good preseason and, you know, really impress the brass in the San Jose Sharks higher ups, I think that he could potentially draw into this lineup. Do I think it is, you know, likely? Not really, but I do think we will see him at some point. I don't think it will be right away, but I think at some point we will see him. And I think this is a good signing for the San Jose Sharks because you always need these projects and big man projects to, you know, see if they're going to work out. Because if they do work out, they are great guys for playoff hockey, and I think he's a great guy for this Barracuda team. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the signing down below in the comment section. What do you think? Are you a fan of Afanasayev? Let me know down below. But we got to shift gears, not out of Europe though. We're going to the World Championship where last night some Sharks had some big games as Alexander Wennberg had a 2-assist game in a win for Sweden. He had a great game. He set up, I believe it was Benachad on one of those goals. Look, there were some great assists, and as well as Will Smith, a guy who's been dominating the tournament in assists. I don't think he has scored one yet, but he got another assist in the game the other night. As we see our guy Pavel Regenda get a 17 penalty minute game for Slovakia. We know that guy's good. He's also after scoring in this tournament as well, so I like seeing that. Obviously, throwing the physicality around, getting some penalty minutes, but big update for the guys over there at the tournament. Great to see Wennberg picking up a few assists. I think this guy's going to be a key piece for the San Jose Sharks next year, because if we just take a look at this lineup, obviously they have their centers filled out. If they pick a guy like Michael Mies at the draft, they're going to have 5 centers at this point, so maybe we see that, and I think Wennberg is a great bottom 6 guy for the future of this team, and obviously he's going into the last year of his deal this year, so I think we will see a big year out of him, and it's just great to see Wennberg pick it up over at international play and carry that success on over to the San Jose Sharks next season. But like I said, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on everything we talked about today. What do you think about Afanasayev? Did you like the signing? Did you not like it? Are you indifferent about it? Let me know what you think. Do you think he'll be in the lineup on opening night next year? Love to hear your guys' thoughts on that, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on our guys over at the World Championship. Are you liking what you're seeing? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. This is a great time to be a Sharks fan. We got a lot of exciting things coming up over the summer. We're picking number 2 in the draft. We have a very interesting free agency coming up where we got about $40 million to work with, and we're going to keep you up to date on the latest Sharks news, updates, everything. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. But as always, I've been your host, KC. We'll catch you in the next one.